Hey team, it's Calvin here, and today I want to talk about our biggest challenges as well as the biggest wins that we had in 2017, how we overcame them, what we did, and what we're going to do to continue improving them this year in 2018 and in the future. So let me switch to the slides really quick and just go through these. So these are our biggest challenges. Your biggest challenges, obviously if you work on them, are also normally your biggest wins, the biggest accomplishments that we had, how we overcame them, and then I want to talk about our plan to improve them even more. So we really had three big challenges. One of them was the long turnaround time on the book setup and printing. Number two is we did not have an inside sales team that was designated to closing sales. Now, obviously, we have a team, and we've had a team that does lead generation. That's Elaine's team. They did some sales in the past, and they helped get it started. But we're talking about a designated team that's designated to closing, turning our leads that we generate into sales. And then number three was really the lack of clarity, the lack of focus, the lack of goals and decision making and the vision for the future. So we made a lot of progress on that in 2017. I want to go over what we did there and what we're going to continue to do in all of these three areas. So let's talk about how we overcame the long turnaround time on book setup and printing. We grew the setup crew, the printing crew, and the support crew. We purchased more printing machinery, and we also got rid of some of the machines that we'd bought that didn't work for us. We moved the print department to a bigger space. So we moved it from a space that was like 1,000 to 1,200 square foot to a space that is over 4,000 square feet. So we almost got a space that is about 4 times the size. We launched and improved the book setup management or manager software. We set up key performance indicators to track the turnaround time, and that's the dashboard that's on Klipfolio that our teams use to track how many books are being printed, how many are being set up, etc. The things that we're going to continue to do to improve it is adding a second shift to the print shop as needed. So if we get a large influx of orders, they can handle it and get it done faster. We purchased a color printer because that kept going down or having to get repairs or maintenance, and that would really hurt our turnaround time and slow us down. We're hiring a software company or agency to help build the new software and get us further faster, and then having our team maintain it. We're also looking at potentially building that team in-house. So we'll talk more about that in the future. So we really don't know which route we're going to go at this point, but we're talking to consultants and different companies and different people about the different route we're going to take there. But those are three things that we're going to continue to work on, or that we're doing this year. We just purchased the color printer, I believe, the other day. So we're going to continue to work on this. So let's talk about the inside sales team. Charles tested a bunch of sales scripts and different processes to close more of our leads into sales. He read a bunch of books, went through training, worked with the lead generation team, really did a bunch of stuff there. Neve joined our team last year and was really the first team member to be full-time designated in that alongside Charles. Charles obviously had a lot of other things that he worked on with Peter and Rami and Andrew and the different teams in the operations side, but more of his focus over this year is going to be put into sales and less into the operations side. The lead generation team, so Elaine, Dan, Bernard, Jessica, etc., really helped do a lot of the initial testing on the inside sales, and they really helped kind of blaze the trail, so to speak, and really helped us there. So those are the things that we did and things we plan to continue doing. Oh, yeah, so things to continue that we plan on continuing to do this year to improve the inside sales team is we hope to hire, or we have a goal of hiring 10 new inside sales team members. It's a big goal. That's going to be a lot of work, but really, really awesome as we grow there. We're also going to hire designated account managers to onboard new members and also to contact our members on a regular basis. So obviously support's been doing a little bit of this as they have time and availability, but with support having influxes of support tickets, we really want somebody there who's going to be designated to just talking to new members, helping them get set up with their books, helping them pick the right books, ordering books, calling them on a regular basis, giving them some coaching and support on which books to pick, etc. So that's really what we're going to do with account managers. And really our goal with the sales team is to double the conversions of the leads that we're generating and turn more of them into sales. So right now, about 4.5% of the leads that we're generating. In some areas it's more, and in other areas it's a little lower, but it averages out to about 4.5% of the leads that we're generating from the lead generation callers to the email campaigns and the Facebook advertising, etc., are turning into sales. Our goal is to get over 8% of our leads to turn into sales, and the way we're going to do that is with better marketing campaigns and really salespeople calling these leads, answering their questions, and helping turn them into new members. So the last thing I want to talk about, one of the biggest challenges is the lack of clarity, the vision for the future, the goals, the decision making, the purpose, the direction of the company. This is something that we're certainly not done with, but we've made a decent amount of progress in 2017. One of the things that we did is we established clear teams and roles and kind of broke people out onto teams and defined their roles better. We still got a long way to go on that. We also set up a leadership team to help us make big decisions and really help us get approval for stuff versus all that responsibility being on just me, or in the past it was me and my business partner Chris before he left and did something else. But in the past, a lot of this responsibility was on my shoulders, and it was really easy for me to make a mistake and make the wrong decision. So we established a leadership team to help us with that, and that's been really, really beneficial. Just the other day, they helped us slow down a decision and look at it closer with hiring a software company, and that turned out to be a really, really good move on their part, really helpful. So that's just an example of stuff. When it comes to a really large decision for our team and our company, the leadership team is going to help make it so we're less likely to make bad decisions. We also hired consultants to keep us on track and help us make better decisions. So to give you an example, we hired a consultant who specializes in software development, and he's helping us pick the company that interview the companies we're looking at for developing our software, helping us pick the direction there. We also hired a consultant in accounting, one in taxes, another one in scaling up the company. And so we just have hired different consultants that have a lot of experience in places that we have less experience, to help us make better decisions and keep us on track and really do things better. So that's been really beneficial to us. We also defined our core values for our team, and the core values are what we use to judge ourselves and hold and really set a standard for what we do on the teams, because it's not enough to just do the work every day. The code of conduct, so to speak, that we live by as a team is really, really important. So for example, our 4 core values for our team are: make decisions and own them, never let your team down, always be improving, and put others first. So if we hire somebody who's just a giant jerk, and they can get their work done and do their work successfully, but they're just a pain in the butt to work with, that core value of putting others first is going to be a conflict of that. So that's going to say, listen, we don't want to work with jerks. So that person needs to either not be a jerk or they need to leave our team, even if they get their work done. So that's really what our core values are there for. We all want to come to work and enjoy our work. We want to enjoy the people we work with. Yes, it doesn't mean we're always going to sing Kumbaya and just everything's going to be flowery and roses, petals, and just perfect. No, we're going to butt heads and not always agree with each other, but we're going to have a code of conduct, which is our core values, that helps keep us on track and make work more enjoyable and fun. We also defined a core purpose, and I'll talk more about this in the future. I actually shot a video, but it was too long-winded, so I never sent it to you guys. But our core purpose is why we do what we do. So yeah, we all have to pay the bills and pay for housing and food and clothing. Those are the basic needs of a human, of mankind, right? But beyond that, really understanding what motivates us and keeps us inspired to show up to work every day is our core purpose. And our core purpose is to make running a business easier and as a result, hopefully more fulfilling, more enjoyable for our members. So we'll talk more about that in the future, but this is something we defined as a kind of like why we do what we do every day. And a core purpose is not really what people would call a vision or a mission statement for other companies. So you've heard of mission statements, vision statements, etc. Core purpose is really the why. Why do we do what we do every day? What motivates us and inspires us to get out of bed and show up and love what we do? We also set clearer goals for 2018. In the past, we really threw crap at the wall that we really didn't believe in or we weren't really sure on. I think we have the best chance of actually hitting our goals this year than past years because we really set goals that we are within, not so much really going to be easy for us to reach, but they're obtainable and we're going to have to drive and push and work hard and it's going to be really, really fun to push for those. And that was established. Our goals and our budget was established by our leadership team. It took us a long time to get them done because we haven't done a great job with them in the past, and the budget was something we never did. So we established a budget the first time this year for 2018. We never really did that successfully in the past. And our budget is what we project to make as far as sales, as well as how much we expect to have for expenses. So, it's great to know what you're doing in accounting in the past and to know where you're at, but that's kind of a rear view of a mirror. Like if you're in a car and you think of the business as a car, the rear view mirror is your profit and loss statement, your balance sheet, all those different accounting type of tools that you use. A budget is your windshield. And it kind of feels like we were driving the business without a windshield in the past. And it's really easy to drive off the road and hit a tree, so to speak, if you don't know where you're going. So goals, a budget, those things are really going to help us this year in 2018. And we have a few things that we really plan to continue doing to improve our clarity and our vision and improve things even more in the future. We improve our brand, have a singular voice with our editorial team and the voice and the personality of the company. So let me talk about a few of the things that we want to do and do even better this year. One thing is to empower our team to make more decisions on their own. And really when I say this is one of our core values is make decisions and own them. And it's hard for us to do that if we don't have sort of a code of conduct, so to speak, and what our belief system is and what our purposes and our values are. If everyone does everything according to what their standards are, we're going to have 50 different people doing things 50 different ways. And that's going to really confuse our members, bring a lot of confusion to our team. It's just it would be chaos. So when we establish the clarity as a company and as a team, it's going to be really easy for us to make decisions without having to go to a leader or a mentor or a coach and say, hey, is this okay? Can I do this? Can I give this person a refund based on this? Can I help this person here? Can I help a team member over here who needs this? Well, if it aligns with the values and the belief systems that we set as a company, it's going to be easy for our team to do that without having to go and talk to somebody else. Another thing we want to do is coach our team to grow in their roles, grow within our team, and even grow as individuals. Our goal is one of our core values is to always be improving. And so we want to help our team members grow as coworkers, as friends, as family members, as spouses. We want to grow as people, and we really want to provide the training and the coaching for our team to do that. So that's something we can do way better on and that we're really excited about doing more of this year. We want to establish customer avatars. Who is our customer? Who is our Bob, so to speak? What is their name? How old are they? What do they do? What are their fears? All that type of stuff. We want to create a company character diamond so that our editorial team knows the personality of the company and the brand that we are putting out there to our customers. We want to set clear key performance indicators for each role on our team so our team knows when they're having a good day and when they're having a bad day and when they're hitting their goals and when they're missing them, so to speak. And so we're going to hopefully do better with that. We also want to set clear expectations by writing better job descriptions and also putting KPIs within them so our team knows, hey, I'm doing really, really well, or I'm doing crappy and I need to improve. Really, these are things that our team can look at themselves and self-judge and self-coach and say, hey, I'm doing phenomenal because these are the goals for myself, and this is when I'm achieving or being successful, and this is when I'm not. So you don't have to constantly have a mentor or a coach come in and say, hey, listen, you're missing the mark. You can just say, listen, these are my KPIs, and I know I'm just conquering it today, or hey, listen, I know I need to improve. So those are things we hope to do better at. We also want to clearly define our mission or vision statement, which is also called a BHAG, a big, hairy, audacious goal that our team and our company hopes to fulfill within the next 10, 20, 30 years. So that's another thing we want to define. We want to set up a better meeting and a communication rhythm across the company and across the team based on the scaling up methodology. So we've been working and reading a book called Scaling Up. We also hired a scaling up coach. And it's really, as a company grows, it's really, really easy for things to get more chaotic, to get more difficult, to get to be more confusing for our team. It's really easy for our team not to know what's going on, and we've kind of, to be honest, sucked at that, and that's why we've made some progress, but we got a long ways to go. So we want to set up a better system for doing that. And then we want to create better SOPs, which stands for Standard Operating Procedures, better training guides, and then set that up on a learning management system. It's kind of called, if you want to think of it, it's kind of like the business owner manual for running the business and our teams communicating, really doing continual education, onboarding new team members so they know how to function in our team, how we work, what we believe in. Really the whole thing around just training and ongoing training and making sure that everyone's beating to the same drum, so to speak. So these are things that we hope to continue doing. There's a lot on this list. It's going to be hard for us to do all of this year. I believe this will take us, we can put some of the systems into place, but it's going to take us years to perfect this and get really good at this. But it's just like anything. It doesn't happen overnight. And it's going to take pig-headed discipline for our team to do this. And to get better and better and better at this, and to continue doing this stuff continually through the coming years. So I know I covered a lot. I'm going to try to go back to slide 1 or 2. We've done great. We've accomplished a lot. We've made a lot of progress on these 3 big challenges, and we're going to make a lot of progress this year and in the coming years on this. And it's really because we have an amazing team. Everyone on our team is working their butt off, doing a phenomenal job. I can't tell you how proud I am to think of all the progress that we're making as a team and the teamwork that we have. It makes me feel happy and excited to show up to work every day and to do what we do. It makes life and work really, really enjoyable. It's challenging. It's fun. We definitely don't have our crap together on everything, but it's fun doing it. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any input, any questions, any feedback or suggestions on any of this, feel free to email me at calvin@smartagents.com. I love hearing your guys' feedback, and really all of this has come from our team and because of our team. This is really not me. This is not my accomplishments. These are our accomplishments. These are your accomplishments. We're doing good because we're awesome. So thanks, guys. Cheers, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.